seconds here to start recording things. In a few seconds we will be underway. Alright folks, the Bearcats are going to receive in the first half here.
Back deep to receive for the Bearcats. Daniel Hargrove and Robbie Lyle.
Daniel Hargrove and Robbie Lyle back to receive. So the second match this year for the Bulldogs and the Bearcats. Pretty good kick to about the 10-yard line. And a good return up to about the 38.
Robbie Lyle with the kickoff return. Brought down by Taylor Johnson and Sean McGarva.
That was Robbie Lyle running for about 26 yards on the return. Suns to our left, Bearcats are working right into the sun. Handoff's good for 1, 2 maybe.
Playing quarterback tonight for the Bearcats, number 4, David Evans. Game of 2 on the play, 2nd and 8.
I'm going to give him 2 on that. Empty backfield. Pass incomplete.
Pass intended for number 88, Eric Dayton. Pass is incomplete. No gain on the play. 3rd down.
Pass attempt again. Good. Right down the middle of the field. Up to about the 35. And that was number 7, Joseph Winther, with the catch. Provided they have switch uniforms. Yeah, I got it right.
Tackled on the play by Sean Hicks. First down Bearcats at the Bulldogs 35.
And tripped up, maybe a couple. Bearcats had a lot of time to think about this one.
Game of 2, second and
You
8.
can only imagine what the players were thinking and the coaches were thinking on the bus. Doesn't look like the cheerleaders came today. In motion. Sir Evans sure made a lot out of that one. Looks like he gained
Quarterback keeper by
4 or 5 on
David
that.
Evans. Brought down by Sean Hicks and Arthur Sanchez.
And bring up a third and about 3 or 4.
Gain of 5 on the play.
Gain of 5.
Third and 3.
Not much there. Bring up a 4th and maybe 2.
And off to Jeff Gates, brought down by Sean Hicks.
Tough to say what they're going to do here. It looks like it's the punting.
No gain on the play.
No, they're going to go for it. Unless they scoop. Nope. Looks like they're going to kick a field goal. I was wrong. It's like a 35-yarder. He's been nailing them from, he nailed one from like 43 this morning. And it's up. Nope. Didn't make it. Not enough length. The referee's going to call him out about the 41. So that was basically a glorified punt. That was run back. He was in the end zone when he ran it back, so maybe a 40-yard run back on that missed field goal. He was practicing at the other end of the field, so I wonder if he might have got used to the... It looks like the wind's blowing from left to right here, so he could have been going against the wind at 35 yards, which would have made it seem like a lot farther than that. So the Bulldogs will take over on the 40. Quick pass to the left. Maybe a gain of 3 or 4.
Starting quarterback for the Bulldogs tonight, number 7, Leon Lilly. Pass complete. Number 14, Eric Taylor.
Eric Taylor with the reception.
Gain of 4, second and 6.
Hand up the middle. Oh, looks like it's a first down.
And off to number 42, Brett Hall. Gain of 8 to play, first down, Bulldogs.
Bulldogs have a first down and first and 10 from the 47, it looks like. A little bit of movement on the line. Overthrown. There's a penalty. It'll likely go against the defense. So it looks like they'll be at second and 5 from the 43, 44. couple of missed tackles there. And it looks like he's going to run for another first down to about the 21.
First down, Bulldogs.
What do we got here?
Injury timeout on the field.
Injury timeout. Looks like they're moving the sticks. And off to the left. Not much there. And a penalty.
Right on the play. Bob Davis.
We might have a face mask and we might have
Off
a...
to number 24, Van Vetch.
Trying to figure out what's going on here. I see some clapping from the Bearcats, which means that maybe they're gonna benefit from this somehow. Illegal block. Personal foul. Wow. That's a heck of a call there. That's 15, it's 25 yards.
Two penalties against the Bulldogs. Low block and a personal foul.
It's going to move them all the way back to the 49 there. Holy cow. That was a 10, 20, 30, 28 yard penalty. No, combined penalty between the two of them. Bring it first down and 28. Pass to the left side here. Picks up about 11 or 12.
Pass complete to Douglas Miller. 8 of 12 yards. Second and 28.
Second and 28. Blocked. Nice awareness by the Bearcats.
No gain.
Get those hands up.
Third down.
Thanks to everybody who's watching this game. Special thanks to our sponsors for giving us the power to come up here and do this. So we're at 8:48 in the first quarter. Third down, and looks like 28 for the Bulldogs after getting moved back. I was wrong, almost 38 yards. Another pass attempt here. They're pretty pass happy. And a completion, which will bring up a fourth down and still about 10.
Dion Lilly's pass complete to Douglas Miller.
Fourth down, maybe 8. If I had a kicker, I'd probably kick a field goal at this
Gain
moment.
of 20 on the play.
Gain of 20.
Fourth and 8.
Sorry, I'm a little bit hoarse today for some reason. So they're going for it. 4th and 8. And a completion. Gosh. Here's a first down. Bulldogs are breathing down the Bearcats' neck now here. Move the chains. Looks like it'll be a first down and goal from the 3.25. Referee timeout again. Goal line stop here from the Bearcats. Hand off to the left, and he's in. Bulldogs score first. It is 6-0. And I'm going to go to a sponsor here. Special thanks to Green Thumb Collectibles for sponsoring our trip out here. Green Thumb Collectibles and Garden Supplies just moved to 2222 Simpson Avenue in Hoquin. They have a great collection of indoor gardening needs, including soils, fans, nutrients, garden pest control. Visit the antique collectibles section to find out the old treasures to decorate with. Open Monday through Friday, 11 to 6, Saturday, 11 to 5. And we're going to go for the extra point here. And that is good. Now the Bearcats trail 7-0 with 7:26 left in the first quarter. So now we're going to see the kickoff come back into the Bearcats' hands, and Bearcats will try again. They had something going, but the kicking in the wind down here, it could have very easily been 7-3 right now. But the would have, should have, could have. I'm sure he's going to want that one back. He doesn't miss very many of those. Jaden Caracino doesn't miss very many field goals. Like I said earlier, I was watching him kick 43.
Kickoff returned by Chase Raines, brought down by number 77, Michael Evans Jr.
Chase Raines turns it back. They'll start off right about the 24-yard line. Nice run by Jack Traxel.
Hand off to Jack Traxel.
Gives him a first down with about an 11, 12-yard run.
First down, Bearcats. Hand off to Jeff Gates.
Jeff Gates runs for about 2 there.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Bearcats got to get the run game going here and then maybe pass down the middle again. They seem to have a lot of success passing down the middle, you know. They set the other team up with their run game, and then they slip one through right down the middle, split the defense down the middle. A little bit of a play action, and he throws it away.
Pressure on the quarterback. Threw the ball away. 3rd and 8 from the 39.
So that would bring up a 3rd and 8 from their 39. 5:54 in the first. And man in motion. Nope, set up on the wrong side. Pass. Throws it out. That'll bring up 4th down. Bearcats are kind of struggling to get it moving right now. And the punt to the right side of the field. Yeah, it'll sail out about to the 25.
The punt goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Bulldogs take over 1st and 10.
Thanks to Scooter. Can't pronounce your last name, but yes, I just turned up the volume. I'm glad you said something here. Let me know if you still can't hear very well. I know that on your Ustream deal, there's a mic looking deal, and you can turn that up there. You can turn the volume up there. So right there on your viewfinder, it's like the second. There's pause button, and then there's the volume. You can turn that all the way up, and let me know if it needs to be going up higher. That's the bad part about not having a sidekick with you. Is you can't really check the vitals. So I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. Nothing there. Overthrown.
Pass intended for Toby Signs. Pass is incomplete. No gain. 3rd down.
Miss Dixon, I assumed that you were coming up to the game. I thought you were going to come up here.
Don't sell the block and then take off after. You can just leave me off the line.
So we got a third and about 7 for the Bulldogs. I drop back to pass again. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Jesse Bellinger. 4th and 7.
Mancuso. Okay, thank you very much.
Now we have a punt for the Bulldogs.
I'm just reading these threads. I should have never invited you guys on there. It's the most you guys have ever used it. It's hilarious. Keep on sending that stuff in now. Okay, so the Bulldogs are going to punt. Loyal Linton's back to get that. Picks it up and then bobbles it, and he's taken down right at the 20. McGalligan with the tackle.
First down, Bearcats at their own 21-yard line.
Another response here, Jeff Cole. We can't control the ads from the Ustream side. I could buy my way out of it, but unless somebody wants to give me $1,000 to do that, they're going to stay. Bearcats will take over. 20. Nothing there. Struggling to get this run game going.
Hand off to Jeff Gates. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Ooh, and sacked. Back at the 10-yard line. Had a miscommunication on the line there. Well, since we're in the texting mood here, folks, what do you think the Bearcats need to do to get their run game going? Text in the box, the social stream box here. I think you just got to log in by Facebook or create a user account. Not sure really what you got to do there.
Loss of 7. 3rd and 17. Ball on the Bearcats. 14-yard line.
I'm going to turn the volume up again. Pass down the middle, felt picked. Not a good thing. Down to the 20, down to the 15-yard line, smacked out of bounds.
Ball intercepted by number 23, Jay Zimmerman. Stepped out of bounds at the 14-yard line. Bulldogs, first down.
Okay, so how's that, Nicole? Just adjusted the volume again a little bit more. So another turnover, and the Bearcats are playing defense way too much today. I'm not sure what's going on here. Personal foul against the Bulldogs will take them back to the 29, where they'll start in their own territory. Bulldogs lead 7-0. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Handoff up the middle. And a penalty.
Hand off to number 24, Van Vetch. Tackled on the play by Joel.
Bulldogs are getting a lot of penalties today. Personal foul. That kind of thing's not a good thing to stack up, you know. I mean, right as the Bearcats make a little bit of a comeback here, you know. You keep on doing personal fouls, and I'm not thinking that you're going to get too many calls. Is that a block in the back, Jeff?
15-yard personal foul penalty.
No, they said there's personal foul. Unless they're calling a block in the back personal foul.
15 yards from the point of the foul.
I like this interactive stuff.
First and 22 from the 41.
Okay, so we got a first and 22 from the 41. Complete to 30. And runs up to about the 22.
Pass complete to Douglas Miller. Knocked out of bounds by number 1, Robbie Lyle.
Robbie Lyle with the tackle.
Gain of 17 yards on the play. Second and 5 from the 24.
Bearcats secondary is getting torn apart by this kid. Bad snap. Fumble recovered by the Bulldogs, but at a loss of 3. 2. And we got an official's timeout. Looks like there might be an injury. Well, folks, if you're ever needing a towing in Grace Harbor, CMA is the people to call. 24-hour towing, jump starts, tire changes, lockouts. They're located at 1901 Westport Road, Aberdeen, Washington. You can get a hold of them by calling 533-1158. Special thanks to those guys for sponsoring us 2 weeks in a row. Family friends of Clarence, as I understand it. Clarence has got a lot of family, man. I'm telling you, he's related to just about everybody. It is starting to boil up here. Bulldogs first with a third down. 3rd and about 13, and there's movement. Let's see who it's against.
The Bellingham Bulldogs would also like to thank the following for all their support.
And it's against Grace Harbor.
Team Medical Massage and Personal Fitness
So
Training.
that'll put it at about
at Blue
3rd and
Massage
8.
Therapy. Team athletic trainer and physical therapist, Danielle
I believe so.
from Linden Family Physical
I believe
Therapy.
number 10 did walk off on his own, but that'd be Aaron Zepp walked off on his
On
own.
Bearcats, still 3rd down.
So we got a 3rd down now, 3rd down and about 7 or 8. Picked in the zone. And that would be, who do we got?
Pass intended for Toby Side.
47. Deshaun Williams.
By number 47 for the Bearcats. They take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
There's two, maybe this, no, it's not Ron Strozik. There's 2 number 47s on my roster. That's nice. Deshaun Williams. How do you get 2 number 47s on the roster? Alright, anyways, back to the game here, folks. So now the Bearcats take over at the 20-yard line, heading toward the sun again. That might play a big role into things too, because I heard the players commenting that they remember playing last year here when the sun was in their face or whatever the deal was, but it was a pretty uncomfortable situation. Handoff looks like it'll gain about 2 or 3 from Mr. Traxel.
Fans, the Bulldogs would like to acknowledge Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. Thank you to all the past and present military, firefighters, and police for all you do for us. Thank you.
Hand off the left side. That's Mr. Gates.
And off to Jeff Gates.
Looks like he picks up goal. We got a 3rd and about 5.
Ball nosing the 25-yard line. 3rd and a long 5.
37 seconds left in the quarter. It's a bad handoff. See who's gonna get it. Looks like Grace Harbor recovered it again. Loss of about 2, 3, 4, almost 4. And the punt team comes out. And that's the quarter, folks.
That's the end of the first quarter. Your Bellingham Bulldogs lead the Bearcats 7-0.
Special thanks to Queen Bee Quilts. Pretty neat stuff she makes. I got a chance to stop in there this last week, and she takes old t-shirts and she turns them into quilts. And she's got a heck of a display there. Never did get a chance to meet her. I met the gal that owns the Gray's General Store at 520 Simpson. And pretty neat stuff. If you got a bunch of old t-shirts in your closet that you don't really have a use for anymore, you can have her turn them into a quilt. And those quilts, man, they're expensive. Not her quilts, but just about any quilts that have made are pretty expensive, you know. So she puts a lot of love and care into them. So we'll get you an update here. And there's the Bearcat punt. Comes up to about the 47. Bounces for the Bulldogs. Now the Bulldogs will take over on about the 46, it looks like.
Joseph Winter. Bulldogs take over 1st and 10 at the Bearcats 48.
The Bearcats will defend 48 yards of their territory. We are in the second quarter now, 14:51. See if I can find it there. 14:51 left in the second quarter, and the Bearcats are down 7-0. Handoff inside. That's tough. You know, the Bearcats are normally a good run defense team, but when they're on their heels, you know, this Bulldogs team's been passing at will all day long, you know, tearing the Bearcats secondary up, and so when they run, you're kind of more inclined to run your heels, you know, to back up to prevent the pass or whatever. And now it's second and about 6. And another run up the middle.
And that's brought down by number 10, Aaron Zip. Gain of 6, first down, Bulldogs.
And the first down for the Bulldogs. A little bit of a hitch, breaks it open. Gets about 5. Where are they going to spot it at? Yeah, looks like he got about 5 yards out of it. Just a slip to tackle.
And that's brought down by number 2, Jerry Mancuso. And number 55.
Okay. Question of the day. Looks like he didn't really make too much, maybe a couple yards there. Question of the day. Who is your favorite Bearcat?
3rd and 1. Tackled by number 55, Corey Notary. Third and short.
3rd and about 1 yard. Motion to the left. Hand off to the right. Oh, he would have had him stopped too. Slipped out of his fingers. Had him stopped about 2 yards back, but he just kind of wormed his way into a first down. Bearcats have played a lot of defense this last quarter in a minute. A little bit of a reverse to say.
And around Eric Taylor, brought down by Jerry Mancuso.
You're going to give him about 8 on that one.
Gain of 8 yards on the play, 2nd and 2.
Nicole Dixon says, Christopher Cook, number 9. Anybody else want to answer that question? delay handoff. Bearcats are playing on their heels. And a penalty.
First down and run by Brett Hall, number 42.
I know what happened, but it's very key.
Tripped up by the Bearcats going through the line.
You think, maybe I'm being negative. Wave it off.
Flags waved off. Scooter, questions for you. Who's your favorite Bearcat?
First down, first and goal from the 8.
First and goal from the 8. Oh man, guy's little. That guy was down like 3 times.
Down to the 1-yard line, brought down by Robbie Lott. Also in on the play, Joel Eden. Second and goal, just inside the 2-yard line.
The Bulldogs are down in second and goal.
Please, really? Are you really going to play it that way? Just snap the ball.
And he's in.
There's no way to snap a better ball.
And penalties.
Penalty flag on the play.
I don't know what's going on here. A little commercial though.
And Bulldogs would also like to thank the following for their support. Team Orthopedic Surgeon Dr. Chris Van Hoffrey. Team Chiropractor Randall Hill from Bellingham Spinal Care. Baker Creek Storage LLC. Kangen Water providing game day water. Shell gas station on Sunset for donated ice on the sidelines. Motor Welding for keeping the Bulldog 1 on the road. Yard penalty against the Bulldogs after the touchdown, penalty being enforced on the kickoff.
Special thanks to you, PX 1018 Wishgaw, for sponsoring us through this Bearcat season. I hope to see them in the future on here. If you're driving through Aberdeen and you notice their sign that they put up next to the road, gives you pretty clear directions at where to watch this game at. And a special thanks for them doing that. Justin over there, Jim Napier. And they're going to kick a extra point, and it is 14-0 now. 9:27 left in the quarter. Well, if you're the Bearcats, what do we got to do? I know they're playing on their heels quite a bit right now. The worst gas. How did gas get down into the Big Town Brown? Number 51, favorite Bearcat. All right. Thanks, Bearcat 20 for coming on here. I gotta tell you folks, man, it is steaming in this room. My ears are sweating because I got these headphones on. I think I need to add a fan to my arsenal. Of course, as soon as I get a fan, it'll get like 30 degrees out and be snow raining.
After the 15-yard personal foul against the Bulldogs, kicking off from their own 20.
And back to receive.
Taken by the Bearcats at their own 30.
Pretty nice return, really. As soon as I catch a number on that. Number 16. Daniel Hargrove. That's the first I've called his name tonight. It looks like he's hobbling a little bit. Nice return, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, birthdays are always special, but tonight, a very special birthday to a brand new teenager. Caleb, 13 years old today. Happy birthday, Caleb. Where are you? Caleb, where are you?
And off of the middle, nothing there.
Stopped in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. Ball carrier Jeff
We
Gates.
can't see anything.
Second and 11.
Did you close your eyes, Nicole? Okay, snap, shotgun, up the middle, a little bit short. Really, Bearcats are getting frustrated now, you can see it. Look at their body movement, body actions on the field.
Pass intended for Jeremy Walker. Pass incomplete. No gain. Third and 11.
Nicole, I gotta say, sometimes I can't see you, and I think it's because I close my eyes. So we're at third down and 11. Pass up the middle. Ooh.
Pass incomplete intended for Jeremy Walker.
You know what? If the guy leads him with the pass, that's a touchdown. Damn.
Dang it, who put that scoreboard up there? I think what I'm trying to get you to do is come back and watch this, the high def version of this over at YouTube. I understand that on your end it's not the best quality, but when you're given peanuts, you can't make peanut butter unless you got some other ingredients to go along with it. Fourth down and another punt.
Back deep for the Bulldogs. Eric Taylor.
Quick kick. Oh man. Bearcats would have realized that hit and they would have been able to get the ball back.
First down. Bellingham at their own 26.
Just a reminder, folks, you are watching the Bearcat Football Network. Been covering the Bearcats now for, 6 or 7 weeks, and I really enjoy it. In fact, you know, as a prospective fan, I didn't even really know they existed until, started looking around for venues to broadcast, and then I'm like, hey, what about the Bearcats, you know? I love football, so heck, football in the summer is just as good for me as football in the fall, I guess. Pass to the right side. Oh, incomplete.
Pass incomplete intended for Tony Signs. Almost intercepted. Second down.
some movement on the Bulldogs side of things. That'll move them back to 2nd and 15 from the. Looks like going to be about the 19. False start. Yep.
5 yards, illegal procedure against the offense. 2nd and 15 from the 19.
I really appreciate Clarence and Dave Helsted because when I don't have them here, man, I'm telling you, it is difficult to. I'm looking in a triangle the whole time. Imagine looking from one mirror to your center mirror to your right mirror, then to the left mirror to the center mirror to the right mirror to the left mirror to the center mirror, and that's really what it requires. Here I'm looking at the production equipment, I'm looking at the camera, I'm looking at my other computer that's giving me updates from this feed that y'all are texting on, and so it's just like a triangular fashion all the time. Makes it really nice when Clarence and Dave are here also, because then I can just concentrate on the production equipment, and then when I have cameramen, they can run the camera, and I don't, everything just turns out a whole lot nicer. That's the fun of being close to home. This weekend, Clarence had some family obligations, and Dave had some emergency family stuff come up. So, but I don't mind. I don't mind going on the road and broadcasting. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. It's a bit funny talking to yourself, though. There's nobody else in this room, so I feel like I'm just jabbering away at myself.
Is that a team timeout or an official's timeout?
So I was talking. The Bulldogs took a timeout, and they are at 2nd and 15 from the 19. And the pass to the right side, complete. And he's up to about the 38.
Pass complete to Douglas Diller. Forced out of bounds.
Well, the Bearcats need some help.
At the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Bellingham.
They're only down by 2 touchdowns, but let me tell you something here. It becomes harder and harder and harder to crawl back. Now I know it's only 8 minutes, 8 minutes and 1 second into the second quarter here, but there's a lot of time left. Pass complete again, down at the 50 and out of bounds at the 40.
Pass down the left sideline to number 4, Nick Galligan. Knocked out of bounds by number 1, Robbie Lyle. 1st down, Bellingham.
Bellingham's moving down the field and threatening to make it 21. Hand off up the middle, nothing there.
And off the Van Vetch. Knocked down by number 95, Matthew Brown. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. I'll give him 1 on that one.
He might have just gotten here. Like five or six guys just got here.
Oh, wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Oh, there's another commercial.
Flag on the play. 35-yard touchdown pass reception by Douglas Miller from quarterback Leon Lilly.
For all your banking needs, call Union Bank, serving commercial and consumer customers for 148 years. Generously donating time to run Bulldogs ticket office from 6 a.m. on game day.
Guys, they know they're gonna do stupid, they're gonna call any stupid thing. Just stop doing it.
Waiting here for
Slap each other in the ass and have some fun.
resolved as penalty. If there was a penalty. No, they're gonna go for the extra point now.
Extra point attempt by Alex Hansen.
And it's good.
6 minutes and 49 seconds left to play in the second quarter. The Bulldogs lead the Bearcats 21-0.
21-0, folks. 6:49 left in the second quarter. Bulldogs need to, or the Bearcats need to get it going. Text me and let me know what you think they need to do.
Touchdown score against the Bulldogs, 15 yards. The kickoff from their own 20.
Folks, I'd like to say a special thank you to CMA Towing over on the Westport Highway, 1901 Westport Road in Aberdeen, for advertising with us this Bearcat season. If you guys ever need a tow, jump starts, make your tire changed, if you're locked out of your car, call CMA, 533-1158. Pretty awesome guy over there to help out us in our quest to broadcast these games. In the fall, folks, you can look forward to a couple of things. Another part of our business that we do is northwest8man.com, and what that is basically all the 8-man coverage you ever wanted. See here, 5 schools in Grace Harbor, Wishkah, Tohola. Here's the kickoff. That's a short one. Wishkah, Tohola, Quinault, Oakville. I guess if you want to count Merriam Knight in there, they're an 8-man school. What we do basically is that we've created a ESPN Sports Center kind of thing for 8-man football, and we try really hard to cover stats and teams and efforts in the 8-man world. And we broadcast 8-man games. We'll do that every Saturday. 11-man games, Aberdeen, Hoquiam, Montesano, North Beach, Acosta. We'll do all those schools on Friday, and then the 8-man games on Saturday. We might even bring you an 8-man game on a Friday night. Just depends on the schedule. That schedule will come out on somewhere around the middle of August, probably around the 19th is what I'm shooting for. Maybe not the 19th. Yeah, somewhere around the middle of August, anyways. And back to the action here.
Gain of 2, second and 8.
So what you missed there, because I'm trying to do 18 things at once, is that I think it was Gates ran for 2 yards, second and 8 from the 30. Pass to the left side, complete. Takes it down to about the 42. A little bit of outside passing from the Bearcats now, and whatever it takes, man. I'm telling you, this is.
Brought down by Jay Zimmerman. First down, Bearcats.
pass to the right side now. Complete. Oh, and he's wrangled around the neck.
Passing complete to 83, Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson, first time we've heard his name tonight. Last week, Chris Jackson juked the shoes off of this dude down the end zone. That was amazing. There's highlight videos out there of that now.
Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for the Bulldogs cheer team. The girls work hard. And one guy.
Bulldogs cheer team has a guy, but I don't see him down there. The Bearcats got first and 10 from the 17, and there's another flag.
Penalty flag.
Let's take this minute to go and Green Thumb Collectibles. Stop by Green Thumb Collectibles in Garden Supply. Their new address, 2222 Simpson Avenue in Hoquiam. They have a vast selection of soils, fans, nutrients, garden pest control. They also have antiques, collectibles, and a bunch of old treasures there. They have this really neat chair that I don't know if they made or they found, but it's for sale down there, and it's got a flower planter in the middle of it. I asked Jim, I said, Jim, what is that? You know, and he said, go look outside. Well, there's a flower plant in the middle of the seat. I kind of thought it was a porta potty for a second, but that was just my weird humor. Anyhow, open Monday through Friday, 11 to 6, and Saturday, 11 to 5. We have an extended timeout here. And it looks like the referees are explaining to the coaches what the rules are on this side of the field. The Bulldogs obviously don't know. I think they're all still talking about the horse collar that happened. Folks, in case you got lost and you found your way here, you are at GHWEBTV. What we do is we stream events, and so more notably right now we're streaming a Bearcats game, you know, and we're making it possible for you to sit on your couch or wherever you're at cooking dinner. Not my business, but you get to watch this game in about a 3.5 second delay from your couch, and this is brought to you by our sponsors. So our sponsors today are Green Thumb Collectibles, CMA, UPX, and Queen Bee Quilts from over in Hoquiam. And if you get a chance to go in there and, you know what I mean, at least thank them. Say thank you for, you know, helping us out to go do this. Bearcats get the ball. And, ooh, well, that was a questionable call. Over in the corner down there, he had his hands all over that ball, but it looks like maybe he was pushed out. He's limping a little bit. That'll bring up a second. And 8.
Coverage by Jay Zimmerman. Walker injured on the play. Second and goal from the
Second and goal from the 8, excuse me. Bearcats got to get in here. They got to put some points on the board. There you go, I missed that play again. Well, you're going to have to go back and watch it on YouTube in the high definition variety. The one you're going to watch on YouTube is much clearer and much wider screen. Quarterback takes it up to about the 5, gain of maybe 3 or 4. Folks, and when you're at our YouTube channel, leave a comment, leave a post, let us know how we can do better. We've got 19 people on right now, and I know all 19, you just heard that. If and when you go and watch it on YouTube on Sunday night, Monday morning, whenever you're going to do it next week, leave a comment down on the bottom. You might have to create an account to leave a comment, but then you can build your own video set there on YouTube. Also, I want to give a special shout out since this play's over. And a catch and a Bearcat touchdown. There we go. Get a little bit of mustard out of there. Bearcat score. 21. Trying to type here. Go for the extra point. Jaden Carasino goes to kick. Left paw boots it through there. And, almost out of the stadium. So we got 21-7 now, folks. Update Facebook here. Bulldogs 21. Bearcats 7. That doesn't boo me off. Well, now we're on the board, folks. What are we going to do now? I know what we're going to do. You're going to watch a commercial. So that was Queen Bee Quilts. Okay, here's the kickoff for the Bearcats. Carasino boots it up in the air. It's about the goal line. Nope, into the end zone. He's got a hole to run in. Holy cow, this is not what you want to see happen. Wrap him up. And the return ensues. 105-yard return. And there's a penalty down. Well, you know what that is. That's an illegal block. That'll bring it back. So very shortly here, 21-7, and it looks like that touchdown is going to be brought back. Holding. Yep, there it is, and there it comes back. No touchdown, folks. And they'll spot this somewhere around 35, I imagine. So he got 40 yards out of it anyways, counting the 5 yards deep in the end zone. That was a heck of a kick, 5 yards into the end zone. The kid's got a foot. The Bearcats got spared one there. Nobody could make a tackle to save their lives. It's like they all just put a bunch of butter on their hands and tried to tackle a wet pig. Pass to this side, wide open, number 9. They really got to close that passing down.
Pass complete to Cody Oaks, number 9.
Maybe part of the problem is they don't have their linebacker.
Edged out of bounds by number 55, Corey McElravy.
Daniel Brown is in, I believe, North Dakota right now. If you're listening, Daniel, we miss you, man. Oh, incomplete pass. Had it in his hands and dropped. Anyhow, Daniel. And a penalty. Looks like a holding call. If you want to play next week, and I'm sure we could probably raise the funds to get you back over here for a day. Provided the Bearcats come back. I'll spearhead that for you. Now they're going to call on the Bearcats. And I completely missed that call. Regardless, they're going to give the Bulldogs the ball, 1st and 10 on the 48. They're on 48 heading into the sun.
Penalty against the Bearcats on the play. First down, Bellingham at the Bearcats 48.
3:59 left in the quarter. And a throw up the field and number 11. Loyal Lynn got burnt pretty bad over there.
Covered on the play by Loyal Linton. Flag down.
And we're having another discussion. What, is there another penalty? There is another penalty over there, and that looks like it's on. The way they're complaining, it looks like it's on the Bulldogs. So we're gonna negate that one. Holy cow! So a couple of big plays negated because of penalties, and the Bulldogs seem to be the ensuers of penalties in this game today. You know, if you remember right, a couple of games ago, a couple of weeks ago, the Bearcats had a bunch of penalties called on them for offsides. You know, they were really in an aggressive approach. Today, not so much. They really seem to be back on their heels, and they're probably just playing this pass defense that's been killing them all day long. That was a fake pass, handoff. The guy squirms for about, and another penalty. Squirms for about 2, and another penalty.
Penalty on the play.
And I'm gonna bet money. I know who it was, what team it was on.
2 yards.
We're waiting for a call here. Oh no, it was on the Bearcats. Illegal hit. I don't really understand that. When you're on defense, that's tough to do. Maybe somebody from the crowd can tell me what the heck happened there. There's a 15-yard penalty, first down Bulldogs at 38. It looks like he's going to drop back and pass again. And it's long. And he catches it. Touchdown Bulldogs. Well, that's not good. was good.
The extra point is good. With 3:24 left to play in the first half, the Bellingham Bulldogs lead the Bearcats 28-7.
3:24 left in the second quarter. Bearcats are down by 3 touchdowns again. Man, I'm telling you, it's been tough
2, 3,
tonight.
go Bulldogs!
We got 2 timeouts left too. Turn up the heat. Turn up the heat. That would be almost probably the first quarter because we got 42.
Alright folks, we're back, and here is the kickoff by the Bulldogs of the field, and it's not a real good one. Straight, and he falls down about the 25. That was
Alex Anderson with the kickoff down to the 25-yard line.
Zachary Ayers
First down, Bearcats.
catching that and falling down with it. Bearcats just look deflated right now. They're probably just boiling, and the heat is probably way warmer down on the field. And it's a lot easier to deal with that heat when you're winning, but right now they all look very sluggish and walking up to the line.
Yeah, we are. He was being to the sideline. I thought they were trying to get him hidden, but they. Come on, right there.
Nothing there. We need to see Mr. Gates get something going on here.
Jeff Gates tackled in the backfield for a loss. Timeout. Bellingham, their second in charge.
Timeout,
Team
Bellingham.
timeout of the first half.
Well, folks, you might know that you are watching the Bearcats Football Network at GHWEBTV.com. Our plan is to bring you as many games as possible, many events as possible. I know in the fall we'll be streaming the Dock of the Bay Blues Festival from Westport, Washington for a 3-day stream, and that'll be artists and blues singers for 3 days, Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday morning, afternoon, and you should check them out. Maybe I'll play one. I created a commercial, what was it, last weekend, for these guys with some footage that I had, and maybe I'll dig that out and play that a little bit later. Okay, Bearcats come out of the timeout, and they're at 2nd and 12. Looks like they're in a pass formation. Quick pass up the middle. Gain of almost enough to get a first down. Depends on where it's spotted. No, it's going to... That looks close.
Pass complete to number 7,
Joseph Winther up the middle. Now, you know, from my perspective here, that passing up the middle has worked for them.
Oh, that was a generous spot.
And so they get a first down, and come out in the same formation again. Pass, oh, see, they attempt to pass up the middle again, but it was a low pass.
Pass intended for Winter, incomplete, no gain on the play. 3rd and 10.
Somebody please tell me to take the stupid thing off of there. This is controlled censorship. See, I want you to come back and watch the better version of this game. Alright, so the Bearcats get a first down, now it's second down. Pass. Gonna call it incomplete. And a penalty.
Oh, God. Can we go to the road?
Pass incomplete.
They're gonna go.
Flag on the 40-yard line.
Something against the Bearcats. So we got a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter. And I'm not sure what's going on, but it looked like a face mask there. That's not a good call. Not on the defense. That means that Bearcats are going to get a first down here. The little yellow flag seems to be flying out of this line, this umpire's hand quite often today. Personal foul.
Against the Bellingham defense.
Just like I said.
Penalty, the Bearcats get the first
That
down.
could give the Bearcats a little bit of momentum. Like to see them score going into halftime. Cut the deficit down to 2 touchdowns. We know that the Bulldogs are going to get the ball in the second half, but wouldn't be a bad thing to see. Handoff up the middle. Squirms for 7. Somebody get a number on that. Number 9. Christopher Cook.
Game on first down by number 9, Christopher Cook. Game of 7, 2nd and 3.
I'm only going to give him 7.
43.
Bearcats still have 3 timeouts. Minute 50 left in the quarter here. Pass over to the right side. First down. Ball's on the 39. Clock stops.
Coverage on the play by Arthur Sanchez and Steve Farrell.
Bearcats have put 2 successful plays together in a row here. So I hear a third one. There's a third one. If I could catch up to it. Another first down. Kills the clock. Bearcats are moving it. That's 3 plays in a row. Time to get excited.
Gain of 11 yards. First down.
We got an injury timeout.
Grace Harbor. Timeout. Timeout Bearcats.
Well, folks, you get a hankering for 8-man football. You know where to go now. Northwest8man.com. We've had 80,000 page views over the last 2 years, and that's because teams in 37 communities in this state just love reading about themselves. And what we do is we provide 2 articles a week, kind of like a.
We have a brand new teenager in our midst.
We write an article. It's called Dr. 8 Man, and basically that's like an opinion or an editorial, and we usually complain or gripe or comment on something that's happened during the week or a general rule or something like that. Just interesting stuff to read about, you know, at the 8 Man ranks. And then we have like a preview that we release at the end of the week that kind of gives a preview of what the weekend games are going to look like, and that's not what I was looking for. A little floater over the shoulder. Stops the clock. Lost the train of thought. Check it out this year. Check out northwest8man.com. 8-man football is a really exciting thing to watch. You know, they score a lot more than traditional 11-man football games. A lot more wide open field for 6 less people on the field. Incomplete. And a penalty. Another penalty. Waved off penalty. All right, come on, Bearcats. We've got one more shot here at the end zone. They need to get a first down. Stop the clock. See if they can do it. Fourth and 3. Well, let's see here, folks. What would you do? Can't punt. Not with 50 seconds left. Not with the time running out. I think they're gonna A, either go for it, or B, kick a field goal. And it looks like they're going for it. Looks like they're lining up in the pass formation. And delay game. Timeout. Timeout, Bearcats.
Timeout, Bearcats. That's their second charge. Team timeout of the first half.
Quick word from Queen Bee Quilts. So we got 21 seconds. Bearcats are going to take a stab at the end zone. If they can get a first down, then they have all these options again. They can call a timeout. They got 2 timeouts left, so And here they come. Oh, they're going for the kick. Now we've seen Jaden hit these in before the game, so. And it's up, and it is good. Bearcats get another 3. That leaves 17 seconds left on the clock.
17 seconds left to play in the first half. The Bellingham Bulldogs lead the Bearcats 28-10. Timeout.
Well, 3 is better than nothing. This is the point differential that was last time they played, 28-10. Update my scoreboard here. There you go, folks. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Bearcats 10, Bulldogs 28. I'll take that off there so that I don't mess this up again. Here's the kickoff.
Deep to receive for the Bulldogs, Eric Taylor.
Behind the post. Running this way. And smacked. About the 20-yard line. You know, one thing we haven't done today is watch an instant replay. Let's see that again. Smacked and pulled down.
Open field tackle by number 5 on Eric Taylor, number 14. First and 10, Bellingham.
Pretty good open field tackle.
10 seconds left to play in the first half.
So the Bulldogs got 10 seconds. They'll most likely just kneel. And we will go to halftime with a score of 28-10. Bulldogs are leading. And that's halftime. 22 people on right now. Man, I feel like I'm doing something right. Hey, well, you know, we got away from the social stream. Now that it's halftime, good time for the opportunity for these 22 people watching currently to pop on and say something. I think what it requires that you actually got to create an account, a quick account on the Ustream deal here, or you can log in as your Facebook account. I believe you might be able to log in as your Twitter account too. Come on here and say something. I'll engage you. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to go anywhere. I might take a 5-minute break here in 10 or something. It just depends on if anybody comes on here and chats with me. Is there anything you'd like to see? Anything you'd like to hear? I know one thing I could do. There's the scoreboard. Come on, Nicole, you can say something. All right. Well, I'm just gonna give my synopsis of what I see here. Bearcats are playing on their heels, and if you know what that means that they are gearing up more towards the pass. And what you see is that you can't. They don't stop the run as well as you would if you were being more proactive and hitting the holes with your blitzes and your yeah. And so what you're seeing is they're playing on their heels. So when you see a run play, the Bulldogs are gaining more yardage than they normally would. Um, Probably has something to do with the fact that Dan Brown is he's out and about in wherever he's at, North Dakota, Nebraska, something state that starts with an N, and so the defense's complexity has changed quite a bit from week to week, and the other thing I see is that the Bearcats defensive backs are getting blown up. They as compared to a couple weeks ago when they actually did a pretty decent job against defending, I believe it was in Yakima, the pass against that quarterback that was supposedly rated, top of the league quarterback. Tonight they're getting pretty much picked apart, and so one of the things that the game plan that needs to change is that somehow they need to either put pressure on the quarterback, and or equal to whatever you want to say is they need to shore up their pass defense. Make some big plays. Make Bellingham go 4 and out, 3 and out, and punt the ball away a lot more. But they're giving away these pass plays, and how many times do you see them get into a big situation because they're getting all these penalties called against them, and next thing you know, they got a first down and they're down in the red zone and about ready to score. Again, like I seen a couple of weeks ago, I'm not really necessarily impressed with how the Bulldogs are playing. I think that they're a beatable team, but the complexity is that the Bearcats are a different style team, and with the potential hole in the linebacker position, and the fact that they're more of a run defense team and also a run offense team, they're forced to pass and do things that they're not accustomed to. So, in short, some of your defensive back positions, make some big plays and attack the ball. I think that they need to. I know it's tough sometimes to say, do both of those because you're saying, okay, we'll sit back and play the pass, but at the same time, send one of these linebackers in, and oh, by the way, that hole, if he misses, kid could run through and run for twice as many yards before the backfield catches up with him. It's a tough game. What you got to do is be lucky, and that's where the luck comes in. Is that you have to basically call the right number holes. You have to blitz the right holes, and so that's my take on things. Bearcats are a pretty good squad. They show a lot of heart, but right now they're getting beat in those areas. And if I add something else, the Bearcats haven't really got their run game going on too well. Their big strides that they made downfield have been, passing, especially passing up the middle. For some reason, they have a pretty unique way of splitting the defenses. The quarterback sees that there's a big hole in the middle, or maybe they're playing his zone defense, or and so he sends a receiver down the middle, and typically you see harder hits up the middle. There's a little bit of a fear factor when you're a receiver and you're catching balls up the middle of the field because you're going to get hit, and you're going to get hit quick, but make those catches, and that's how they can start penetrating the defensive scheme anyways. So that's my 2 cents. Anybody got anything to say? Hello? You're not made for nothing. having popcorn and all that. Well, I guess this is a good time to say a few nice things about our sponsors. New this week is Jim over at Green Thumb Collectibles. You know, can't say enough thanks to him for basically just saying, hey, you know what, advertise my name. And so if you didn't know this, he was over on State Street before, and he just recently moved, and he's over at 2222 Simpson Avenue in Hoquiam, kind of over by the roller skating rink. There's a watch shop right next door, and right next to Thumbprint. That's right. And they do a lot of stuff over there. You know, they sell the gardening needs and soils and fans and nutrients and pest control. But they also have like a pretty neat antique area of their business, and got some pretty neat stuff over there. But I just wanted to pass on to you that you know, Jim's open Monday through Friday from 11 to 6 and Saturday 11 to 5, and he would absolutely love it if you stop in there and mention that you heard it on this broadcast here, and that would give us a lot of leverage in saying, hey, you know what, it really does work. Next really nice thing I have to say about things is that that was UPX over there. Special thanks to Jim for working with us this week. He put a sign that said basically tune in to Grace Harbor Web TV if you want to watch this playoff game, and I'm sure a few of you have seen that. And you know, the bottom line is, let's get the word out that we're going to be broadcasting these games, and that you know, we're not going to go anywhere. In fact, the closer to home we get, the more events we're going to do. So eventually, you know, my hopes is that we put a crew on multiple locations every night, so that you have the choice of watching, you know, we'll say Aberdeen, Hopeland game, or you know, Wishka, Oakville. You know, you get my drift here. Even want to in the future get into women's sports, you know, volleyball and basketball. So yeah, you know what, and also in basketball season we're going to be doing essentially double headers. So you know, we'll pick a game or a double header a weekend or two, and just highlight some teams from around the harbor, you know, and put them on and let them shine over. And of course, all these games go to our YouTube channel at Grace Harbor Web TV. So if you go to YouTube and you go to the search bar and type in Grace Harbor Web TV, you will be able to see the high definition versions of these games. We can't. The version that you see here right now is not high definition. This is it goes through a codex process, and when a video stream goes through a codec process, it does a number on the video degradation. And so what you're seeing is really kind of like a washed out version of it. But I don't think there's anybody out there complaining about being able to watch the Bearcats from you know, 200 and whatever miles away from home, from the couch, and be able to do a bunch of other stuff at the same time. You know, and even if you were contemplating coming out to this game, you know, there's a lot to be said about going to the environment of watching you know, a game out at the stadium, and you know, I would prefer myself to watch it there, but you know, sometimes you can't. So that's, you know, this is what we're doing. You know, we get a lot of viewership from the Seattle, Tacoma, Spokane area. Um, Somehow they heard of us or whatever, and they're interested in seeing their team play live, you know, and so it's pretty encouraging too, because we're not only we're getting a local advertising scheme, but we're also doing a regional, and we're also getting hits from, like I looked on here earlier in the broadcast, and we'd got people coming from 4 states. So there's multiple state implications to this, you know. So if you know anybody that would want to advertise with us, feel free to have them email me. And oh, by the way, we're the cheapest advertising in town. You know, if we can't meet or beat anybody's prices, I know that sounds kind of corny, but for these games right here, we were basically selling our advertising slots for $20. And you know, what we promised was about a minute airtime, and I think I've already went over that in this game alone. You know, and that's because it was a short week and we didn't really have time to go out and get more advertisers than 4. But you know, it's both me and Clarence have day jobs. We work at UPS. You know, you see us out on the route. You know, like us, love us, hate us, whatever. But you know, this is something we enjoy doing. We love sports. We love dissecting sports, and we will be around for a long time. Anyhow, I've talked quite a bit, and what I'm going to do is put this on autopilot, run down, get something to drink, and I'll be back up here shortly. Was that not the fastest trip you ever seen in your life? I feel pretty accomplished about that. It took me 3 minutes to get down the elevator, get something to drink, and back into the game. Well, folks, while I have this second, I just want to give a special shout out to CMA Towing over there on Westport Highway, 1901 Westport Road. Guys advertised with us 2 weeks in a row now, and just like to say a special thanks to him for doing that. He kind of powers our train, and so just want to let you know that he provides 24-hour towing, jump starts, tire changes, and if you get locked out, there's nothing worse than that. So give him a call. Give him a call first. I know how frustrating it is to lock yourself out, and I've done it more times than I can possibly count. But anyhow, shout out to him and over there, and if you have any towing needs, give them a call. Phone number is 533-1158.
And don't forget, this is a playoff game, so get loud when the Bulldogs are on defense each and every play in the second half.
We are about to start the second half. I was just informed that there were three defensive players that are not here today. Jake Early, obviously Daniel Brown, and escaped me who the last person is.
Lazy!
This is what we got. Start of the third quarter. Bulldogs up 28-10. Just to remind you, we are in Bellingham, and this is GHWEBTV.com, bringing you live local events free to your couch. As we get ready for kickoff, the Bearcats will be kicking off in the second half, and the Bulldogs will receive. And everything's flip-flop now, so the Bulldogs are running to the east.
Bulldogs will take the second half kickoff. Kickoff by Jaden Carosino.
Jaden boots it.
We need these guys, and Yakima beat us. And they beat Yakima.
Not a good thing. And a penalty. Pulling penalties all day long.
Yeah. We're paying per penalty, apparently.
I think it's hilarious. Another penalty. Sideline infraction. Sideline interference. That's a good way to get the umpires to be nicer to you. Those guys are human. If they were robots, that'd work.
Penalty against Bellingham for sideline interference on the play. First and 10 at their own 39.
Alright, let's pick this up here. So now, ball's on the 39. Bellingham is going towards the east. And let's see what kind of adjustments the Bearcats make.
Starting at quarterback for the second half, Leon Lilly.
There's a quick one.
Dave,
Close down the hole.
Davis, that was horrible.
See a little bit of positive light.
And that's brought down by Ron Strauzic.
Ron Strozik.
No gain on the play.
I haven't heard his name hardly at all today.
Flag on the play. Legal procedure penalty against Bellingham, 5 yards.
Another penalty.
Second and 15.
And the pass evades the Bearcat defensive back. Still on his feet. He's taken down at about the 35.
Pass complete to Eric Taylor. Brought down by number 9.
Eric Taylor squirms around and
And number 1, Robbie Mott. First down, Bellingham at the Bearcats, 35.
you can't give up plays like that. You gotta be sound tacklers. Easy for me to say here in the booth, but when he runs around in circles and you get a hand on him and he still makes it out of there, then you gotta blame something, and what you gotta blame is the tackling, the two hands, the grab, the takedown the first time and not the third time the kid runs around you. No criticism, just stating the obvious. These Bulldogs are pretty tough to take down too. They keep their feet driving.
Gain of 3 by Van Beck, second and 7.
Nice blitz there by the Bearcats. See, that is what I'm talking about right there. That's what they haven't done all game long.
Nick Gallagher, incomplete. No gain, third down.
Put some pressure on the quarterback. Make him make a mistake. Get him running. Throw a pass that's just about intercepted back there in the backfield. .12-14 in the third. 28-10 Bulldogs. This time, no rush. Wide open. And a catch. Holy cow. That was amazing. Number 83. Who's that kid? Scroll down my roster here.
Pass complete to Toby Sine, 9 yards.
Toby Syme.
First down, Bellingham.
First down Bellingham. He just reached up and snatched that out of the air. His body was going the opposite way. Got to hand it to him for that catch. Brings him up to the
Hey, there you are.
23. First and 10, 23. Incomplete pass up the middle.
Cody is wide open.
Hey, just so you know,
Pass
for
for
Nick
Leon
Cody,
Cody, incomplete to Douglas Miller. No gain, second down, second and 10 from the 23.
Again, there was a little bit of pressure on the quarterback, and
just so you
he
know,
was.
Yakima
You
is up
see some-
76-0, running clock in the third quarter.
Yeah.
That's what their posting is. It could be.
Number 42 runs off the left side. Met there by a wall of Bearcats before he gets about 5 yards. They're gonna officially spot him at about 7 yards.
Number 42.
So it'll be third down and 4 to go.
So you want to show me about the spacing? Yes, you want to show me
34
about the
with
spacing?
17.
Pressure. And somebody is down.
Your guy, guys.
Passing complete to Nick Gaga. Good pressure on Leon Wiggins.
That'll bring him fourth down and 4.
Fourth down.
And the field goal team's out.
On to the 10-35-yard field goal, number 1, Alex Hansen.
We're a flying V. This is not good.
And field goal's good. Score now 31-10. Bulldogs. Tough one to give up. But there's still lots of time. And here's the kickoff. Number 1 for the Bulldogs.
Hey, Levi. Hey,
And that will get
on the field, yeah.
nice return.
Or that field or somebody.
Is that something up here or is that something down there?
By Mr. Jackson. Number 83. Good return back to the 37. No, 35. They're marking it 35.
Kickoff return by Chris Jackson. Bearcats first and 10 at their own 35.
Well, we need tackle. Stay in our lanes.
Jeff Gates brought down by Matt Palatini and Chase
Right up
Ventura.
the gap.
About 2nd and 5 now.
You're running a pitch. Stop pitching that. Pitch. Eat again.
Passing complete down the right sidelines to Chris Jackson.
Beat. Not bad.
No gain.
Not bad run.
3rd and 4 from the 41.
3rd and 4 from the 41.
Correction, 3rd and 5 from the 40. Here on defense. Louder.
Let's go get that man.
Hey, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Intercepted by number 38,
Tradition, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
4th and 5 from the 40.
Okay. Get off the field, get off the
Field
field, get off.
penalty for the Bearcats. Kyle Soloma.
Punts away. Good roll.
Good way, Carl.
Down to the 25. And the Bulldogs will take over.
Ball touchdown by a kicking team at about the 25-yard line. Where Bellingham takes over the Ferguson's end.
They all checked out.
9:21 left in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs 31, Bearcats 10.
No.
Nowhere.
God, that's again, Rob Davis. Don't point it. Oh. Come on, Rob. That was horrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, I know.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
That's it.
He got worked.
Yeah.
He got blocked in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. The deep tackle came right across. Ah, shit.
Looks like a
Labels are dead.
offensive offsides.
On him.
It's on defense. Calling it on the Bearcats. a second in about 5, 4.
Turn.
Defensive penalty, 5 yards.
There you go.
2nd and 4.
First down.
Nice game by Brett Hall, number 42. First down, Bellingham.
But folks, there's not much to say right now.
And Hampton's running as fast as they can. They're supposed to be going right too.
Oh,
Lined up on the
shit.
wrong side.
How was that?
They're line, well, he ran to it, but he was coming from the far side.
Hand off to Jeremy Hawkinson.
Tight end first. Tight end first.
No gain on the play. 2nd down. Fans are going to be drawing it.
I know, it's like
Winners
20
are
yards out.
across. So get your tickets out. Get ready to
Oh,
win
Right
tonight.
hand part, I wanna see.
Play game.
Play blown dead.
Looks like a delay game on the Bulldogs.
Timeout Bellingham. That's their first charge. Team timeout of the 2nd half.
No, they called the timeout.
Our first 2 draw winners tonight. First is a $20 gift
Well,
card
folks,
from Cool
you were
Beans
watching this
Coffee.
on Grace Harbor Web TV. We
The last 3
the
digits
fall we'll
of
be
the
doing
ticket.
high school football games, so
7th.
we'll broadcast the Aberdeen Houghton football game and
To the top of the ramp at the west
teams
side
all
of the
over the
stadium.
harbor, and then on Saturdays we'll be broadcasting A-man games
Take your winning tickets up to the top of the ramp on the west side of the stadium.
and on the A-man side of things we tend to venture out into farther out in the state than we will with the
Second winning ticket
Grace
from
Harbor
Cool
11
Beans
man
Coffee.
teams, big school teams,
And bag of coffee.
such as Aberdeen, Houghton, Bellingham, and
Last 3
St.
numbers on your winning ticket. 274. 274. Pass incomplete, intended for number 21,
Told
Antoine
you,
Dudley.
was the one that's wide open.
No gain,
It's
3rd down.
wide open, nobody was even untold.
Treat yourself to a great cup of
Let's
coffee
run off the back
with
foot.
their organic coffee or
Let's run off the back foot.
locally owned and operated with 3 convenient locations in Bellingham. Our cornhole, big
Base,
plate,
base, base, base.
ingredients,
Why would you not have a clock? No. The, short time, short time.
3rd and 10.
And that's a delay game. Another timeout, Black.
Timeout Bellingham, that's the 2nd charge. Team timeout of the 2nd half.
Something's not happening right in there.
This guy's giving over 10 yards.
Our next winning ticket from Sunset Car Wash, one free basic car wash. The last 3 digits of your winning number, 310. 310.
fourth down.
Fourth down. Our next door prize, courtesy of Sunset. No, check that. Our next door prize, courtesy of Final Touch Auto Spa. A Silver Express detail job. The last three numbers of your winning ticket, 207. Take all winning tickets to the top of the rack on the west side of the stadium to your left.
So we're gonna get a punt by the Bulldogs. And Mr. Chris Jackson brings it up to about the
Returned by number 83, Chris Jackson.
20.
Final Touch Auto
Making something out of nothing there.
for total car repair, specializing in detailing, window tinting, chip and dent repair, and vinyl and leather repair. Final Touch Auto Spa is voted the best detail shop in Rockland County. You can trust Final Touch Auto Spa for outstanding quality.
Here comes the Bearcats.
Give your car that showroom shine with a
A little bit of momentum in their favor, making them go 3 and out. Pick up about 3 maybe.
Don't do anything, Miguel.
A little bit of scuffle out there.
Jeff Gates, ball carrier. Gain of 4, second and 6.
They're gonna give them 4.
Ball to Bearcats, 24.
We'll be spotted a gain of about 3. That was
Pass complete to Jack Traxel.
complete pass to Jack Traxel for 3.
Gain of 4.
Gain of 4.
Third and 2 from the 28.
They're seeing 3rd and 2 from the 28. Doesn't look like he's gonna make it.
Yeah. See right there, Bob?
Jeff Gates, brought down by Jay Zimmerman and Sean McGarva.
Well, I think at this point you have to go for it. 4th and 2.
Come on, fans, you can help stop him on the 28-yard line. Let's hear it. Fourth down, you're going for it.
Yeah, I think he's got it. Quarterback sneak with a little bit of a push in the back.
Quarterback keeper by David Evans, but a little help from his friends. First down, Bearcats. Our next drawing in the sport is from Supreme Beans Coffee. A $10 coffee card from Supreme Beans Coffee. Last 3 digits of your winning ticket is 273.
Okay, so the Bearcats get a first down. They're on their 30. Nice little running game. That was Mr. Gates.
Yeah, Miguel, get out of there. You don't do that with that big
5-yard gain, 6-yard gain by Jeff Gates, number 40. 2nd and 4.
Yeah.
3 more winning
Second and 4.
takeovers from Supreme being honored. $10 gift
6-yard
cards
run
to
there by
775
Mr. Gates.
296 and 222.
No. Why are you doing that?
Bounce to the outside.
Nice game back. Nice game back.
And a penalty.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's on them.
Christopher Cook, the ball
Well,
carrier.
he ripped it off, so it should be on us.
Looks like Christopher Cook lost a
Yeah,
yard.
right ball. Hey, you know what happens when you quit? You start being nice and you get penalty.
Fire station. Come by in the next 7 days and mention this announcement for $10 off on your coffee. Oh, sorry, 10% off.
They're slow.
I don't know, I like the $10 off coffee better.
Okay.
Yeah, referees are spending their good deal of time over there.
Last 4 draw ticket numbers again from Supreme
It
Media
gets,
Coffee
it
Cafe.
gets you double for,
All
or
$10
Joe gets your pro.
gift cards. The numbers are
Pro
273
slot.
075
Pro slot.
296 and 222. Pick your winning tickets to the top of the ramp
So pro slot
to your left
should go
on the west side of the stage.
should be 6, possibly 7, based on how they play. You know, you can always bowl them too. You can always bowl them. Put Danny over there as the winner. Or put Troy over there, put Danny over there, right into it. He has.
We're still waiting here to find out what's going on.
But you got Sequoia, you got Cove. I apologize. Don't sniff.
Oh, God.
They're still debating the penalty. Are they talking to you as much as they're talking to the team?
They must be tossing their guy out or something.
Thank you, fans. All draw tickets and prizes have been claimed. Thank you.
I would love to know what's going on right now.
Is that a one? That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
With over 30 years of combining real estate and mortgage experience, that's Ron Oneida, 920-6.
Personal foul. Grace Harbor.
That's it. Wow.
It's out.
If you do it, make Toby the opposite side receiver so you get a better block.
Well, after a long debate, that was a personal foul.
He could even treat it like a slant too, and the guy to bind him.
Whoa, big round of applause for the cheer team. Spectacular job.
Okay, 3 minutes 12 seconds left. 31 to 10. Bulldogs. Bearcats with the ball. 3rd and a lot. And sacked. Mr. Evans has not had a good day today. Sacked back at the
That's the second sack of the game by the Bulldog defense.
13.
Mr. Official, ET knows how to fair catch. You don't have to explain it to him.
Fourth and ready to ball.
And here's the punt from Grays Harbor.
Not right there, good enough.
Back 8 for the Bulldogs. Eric Taylor, number 14.
Caught at the 40.
Out of bounds. Get out of bounds.
Oh my goodness.
Knocked out of bounds on the far sideline. Pending the penalty. First down. Bellingham.
Run to it. Nice slot right, 44 lead.
That looks to be on Bellingham. There has been a mountain of penalties today. Let's take it back to, that's a holding call? Take it back to the 50.
Okay, I'm hoping this will also
Holding against Bellingham on the punt return. Ball marked back to the midfield stripe. First and 10.
Hey, Toby, get
Number
lighter.
50.
Wider, Toby.
What the hell?
No, ow.
44!
What the hell was that?
Van Vecht's ball carrier brought down by Corey.
They ran to the
Yeah,
left
that
side.
was back to the original line of scrimmage.
No gain. Second and 10.
Run the ball again. But why did the play get changed? That's what I want to know about. Yeah, we were in slot right and we ran 45. And we got destroyed.
There's another one.
And a penalty.
I might get against them.
Pass thrown away by Leon Libby.
And there was plenty of space to run the ball.
Playing whistle down.
My guess is that'd be an intentional grounding, but he was way out of the pocket.
It's gonna be a first down. This
Nobody downfield.
better be.
Another conference. Well, folks, we got about a minute 19 left in the third quarter. Score is still 31 to 10. Game slowed way down.
Man,
was against the Bulldogs. And that's a pretty sizable penalty. Another 2nd and 25 from the 35. And out to the right side.
44 took his own guy.
End around by Van Vetch. Brought down by number 44, Joel Brown. Also in on the play, number 47.
That was a gain of about 5, so they'll have, no, excuse me. No gain there.
Hurry up.
Yep, no, gain of 5.
It's been off. The official back here has got it.
Clock ticks, 44 seconds. And another penalty. God.
I'm gonna guess it's on the Barrett, but I'm not sure. He was jumping and hopping around, and I'm not gonna guarantee it.
Brought down short of the first down. Pending the penalty.
It's gotta be against them. Hey, the guy was doing all the motions. So the other guy,
He's taught. He can't be out there.
no, 9 o'clock.
Oh,
We're almost at the end of the third quarter, and the concession stand is closed. Sold out. Thank you very much. Concession stand is closed.
Against them.
lock back.
Lock in the back.
What's that?
Which will bring out the punt team.
Get on there.
Hey, go to the end of the half. Don't snap it. Don't snap it. Because puck.
Holding penalty against Bellingham flying on
Be
Bearcats.
wide. Be wide.
Taking play.
Be wide.
Fourth down.
Be wide. Be wide. Tell him not to snap it. Go to the quarter. Go to the quarter. Go to the quarter. Don't let him snap it. Don't. Good.
There we go.
Thank you.
And that's the end of the third quarter with the Bellingham Bulldogs leading the Bearcats 31-10.
Heading into the fourth quarter, folks. Special thanks to CMA Towing for sponsoring our way out this way, and Green Thumb Collectibles. Stop by and get your plant and garden needs, and check out their pretty neat antique section over there, and give CMA a call. They need your business.
Have we
And,
been rotating the
everybody
guards?
needs your business. If you find yourself in a predicament where you
Okay.
need your car unlocked or you know what, give them a call. So now we're switching ends. And we get into the fourth quarter. And the punt, it's a good one. Out of bounds, right about the 20-25.
One. Now 20.
Sent out of bounds by Sean Copper.
I had it down there.
Their own 20.
Alright, we're back. Bearcats take over. Fourth quarter, 14:57, 30 down 31 to 10. Got some scoring to do if they want to win this game.
Lost some of that shit.
He has to. He's falling back on his butt.
Passing complete. Intended for Eric Nathan. 2nd and 10.
The way our defense is running that, all you have to do is step up.
Yeah.
You got clean
Well,
first.
they got the big old lanes going.
Yep.
That is going to be a headache next week.
All you have to do is step up, you have a clean lane. You can save that.
Good hand.
Incomplete pass. 3rd down.
Passing complete. Intended for Eric Nathan. 3rd and 10. Covered by Sean Hicks, number 5.
So 342 is the receiver.
There we go. There we go.
Fumble. Okay, that's intentional grounding then. Intentional grounding.
Quarterback sack. Number 5, Sean Hicks. And number 30, Chase Santrell. That's the 3rd Bulldogs.
The Bearcats will see another 4th down punt situation. Punting from the end zone now, about 5 yards deep.
4th and 21. From the 9.
And it's a safety.
That's a safety. Ball went up the back of the end zone. 2 points, Bellingham. With 13 minutes and 54 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter, Bellingham Bulldogs lead the Bearcats now 34 to 10.
Have a broken windshield? Lewis Auto Glass, the 2011 Large Business of the Year, will take care of all your auto and residential glass needs. Lewis Auto Glass is a 4th generation locally owned and operated company that specializes in same-day service. Whether you need a new windshield for your car, truck, or RV, or new windows for your home, Lewis Auto Glass has been doing it right since 1929. Call Lewis Auto Glass 734-3840.
After the safety, free kick by the Bearcats from their own 20.
Remember, they're coming, so step up, guys.
Wow. Move on.
It's a free kick because of the safety. And holy cow, that was the worst collar I've ever seen one.
Yep. Yep.
Another flag. Another flag.
This kid is not moving.
Flags.
Free kick return was taken by number 33, Chris Johnson.
Is that our guy or their guy, Dale?
That's our guy. 33.
This kid is not
Brought
moving.
down by number 5.
Man, that kid took a whiplashing. I'm gonna see if I can't pull that up again.
Team athletic trainer and physical therapist Danielle Mackey from Bellingham WA Physical Therapy. Team orthopedic surgeon Dr.
Oh,
Chris Van
God. I don't think it was intentional, but
chiropractor Randall Hill from the Bellingham Spinal Care Clinic.
that was a heck of a kick, Mr. Carcino.
Storage LLC. And you get water for
Oh,
providing
man.
any water for the sideline. Shell gas station on Sunset for donating ice on the sideline. Motorwell Inc. for keeping Bulldog 1 on the road.
Well, I don't know what the penalty is going to be, but that was not a good. Horse collar. Dead ball fell. So we got a horse collar and a dead ball fall against Grace Harbor.
Against the Bearcats.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore.
Horse collar tackle. And a personal foul.
That's going to put the ball down too.
Bellingham inside the 30-yard line.
Another, I'll say 29. First and 10 on the 29. Heading west.
Red ball powers down inside the 20-yard line. Near first down territory. Ball placed back at the 20-yard line. Second and 2.
Second and 2 on the 20.
To the unbalanced side. No, look at them. They're still unbalanced. They're still not adjusted. They're double A gapping. Look at the gaps on the right. Yeah.
Red ball. Brought down on the play by Aaron Zett, number 10, and number 44, Joel Brown.
They're still not adjusted. Come on, snap the ball. We have the numbers.
Man Vetch brought down on the play by number 44, Joel Brown and Royal Linton.
Or we try to think too hard.
He's overthinking it.
Yeah. We won by a lane.
83 yards, second and 7 from the 12.
No block.
Unbalanced.
Man Vetch spinning for extra yards. Brought down by Joel Brown and Robbie Lyle. Gain of 2, 35 from the 10.
I know.
You caught that?
No! Oh my goodness, the guy in the back called it.
Pass ruled incomplete by the officials.
That's a bad.
Fourth down.
Incomplete pass. Behind the post. Fourth and 5.
Guy out of position.
And the field goal attempt from 17.
Alex Hansen, 27-yard field goal attempt.
No good.
Pass is wide. The field goal is wide left.
Well, at least the Bearcats didn't lose out on safety and
Lead the Bearcats 33-10.
Do a swing on top of that.
so the Bearcats will take over on the 20. Try to muster something up. Make this a little more respectable. Catch complete.
Pass complete to Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson has caught a few balls tonight.
First and 10 Bearcats from their own 33.
Complete catch. Complete pass to number 22.
Pass complete
Jeremy
to
Walker.
Jeremy Walker, brought down by Todd Ridgway and David Johnson.
So, quick huddle.
Pass complete to Jeremy Walker. First down.
Two passes to Jeremy Walker right away.
And the Bulldogs.
Now we're inside 10-20 left in the fourth quarter. Two complete passes to Jeremy Walker back to back. Bearcats are down on 39, first and 10. And a sack.
Sack in the backfield by Eric Fittner
And
and
a second and 14, 15. And another sack. And too much celebration.
Andy Bolton. That's the fifth sack of the game by the Bellingham Bulldogs defense.
That's sack of the day for the Bellingham Bulldogs. I think we're going to see an excessive celebration call, which will most likely give the Bearcats a first down. A legal substitution. Huh. I didn't see that one coming.
Defensive penalty against the Bulldogs wipes out that sack by Eddie Fulton.
Okay, so takes that sack away. Now there's only 4 sacks. Now we got a 1st and 10 to 39 again. Starting to see some shadows on the field.
That was me. That's an automatic first down.
Okay, they're gonna say it's 2nd down and 10.
Second and 10.
Room to run. Gain of a 1st down and more. This time he slipped through.
16-yard run by
16 yard.
quarterback David Evans.
Mr. Evans seen the whole breakdown in the defense, and he was able to muster up 16 yards. Back to the quick huddle. Pass complete out to about the 19, 18-yard line. Gain of about 7.
Pass complete to Jeremy Walker.
Jeremy Walker again.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line, 2nd and 3.
Sure would be nice to see them punch this in right here. Give them a little bit of confidence. There's still quite a bit of time left. Onside kick, you know, and pray. Oh, come on. Lay out for that one, buddy.
Pass incomplete to Chris Jackson. No gain, 3rd down. I'd like to remind fans that there's 2 playoff games tonight in the Northern Division of the Pacific Football League. And should the Vikings defeat the Mavericks in the other game, there will be a playoff game here next week at Civic Stadium. Please check BellinghamBulldogs.org.
Gonna bring up a 4th. I think you gotta go for it here.
Score as it stands right now in the other game. As long as the Vikings can overcome a 76-0 deficit, we'll have a home game next week, but it doesn't look good.
So it sounds like the Vikings are losing to the Mavericks 76-0 right now.
North Division Championship next week in Yakima. Bulldogs would appreciate it if as many fans as possible could make their way across the mountains to watch them play next week. Check the website for game time.
Bearcats get into the end zone. No penalties, touchdown.
Jeremy Walker with the touchdown reception. Knocked down by Miguel Pierre. Touchdown Bearcats.
Man up. What are you doing now? Man up in the red zone. A zone is designed to put you on drop you.
Play blown dead. Number 18.
And for the extra point.
Casino able to attempt the extra point for the Bearcats.
And as usual, that was good.
The extra point is good. With 7 minutes and 53 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter, the Bulldogs lead the Bearcats 33-17.
Watch out for an onside kick here. That was Jeremy Walker catching the pass, the score, and then Jaden Carasino punching in the extra point. And Carasino is just about flawless this year. I haven't seen him miss more than, I think, 2, and both in pretty notable circumstances. So watch out for the onside kick here. Bet money there after this. If they're recovered, then they might have a shot. Oh my gosh. Did they get it? They didn't get it. And a penalty. Look at the interesting shadows on the field here. Crisscrossing.
Onside kick attempt recovered by the Bulldogs. First and 10.
Personal foul, Grace Harbor.
Yard penalty, dead ball foul. Personal foul against the Bearcats. Bellingham, first and 10 at the Bearcats 39.
Bellingham first and 10 on the Bearcats 39. Scores 33-17 with 7:50 left in the quarter, in the game. Handoff short. Nothing really there, maybe a yard.
Van Vett up the middle. Brought down by Joel Brown. Also in on the play, Jerry Mancuso. No gain, 2nd and 10. Flags down.
That looks like a defensive encroachment.
Offside defense, 5-yard penalty, 2nd and 5.
Another penalty.
Brett Hall, ball carrier.
Holding offense.
Flag on the play. Holding penalty against the offense. 2nd and 15 from the 44.
Second and 15 from the 44.
Brett Hall brought down by number 10, Aaron Zepp.
Timeout Bearcats. Well, folks,
Timeout Bearcats.
again, just remind you are watching the Bearcats Football Network on GHWEBTV.com. Tell your mom, tell your friends, tell your neighbors that we're going to be streaming games, then they can watch it live if they're out and about or want to stay home or sick or we're opening a brand new chapter to the sports evolution here in Grace Harbor, and we're trying hard to bring you quality games. I know on the road sometimes the quality of video you're watching live is not the best, but sure beats the heck out of not being able to watch it at all or getting text messages updating scores. Also tune into northwest8man.com to find out what's going on with the 8-man scene next year. So we'll come back at 3rd and it's like about 13 for the Bulldogs. 6:14 left in the quarter. Nothing there. So we'll see a 4th and 13. Most likely a punt situation.
No gain, 4th down.
Bearcats will get the ball back with about 6 minutes. I'd like to say a special thanks to Jim over at Green Thumb Collectibles for advertising with us this week, and hopefully he'll see the utility in advertising with us in the future. And folks, if you're out and about, stop by his place there and get your gardening supplies and check out his neat antique collection and the stuff for sale. And there's a sack there on the punt. And the Bearcats will get the ball at the 37. They're 37. It's a glimmer of hope here. Quick score away and put them up at 24. Well, there's still hope here. This game's not over. I've seen leads destroyed. Namely that one that the Bearcats had a couple weeks ago. They were up 30-0 against that team. 30 or 24 or 28, whatever it was, and barely held on to win that game by 7. So it can happen. They seem to be a little bit more energized coming out of the huddle here. They're in a quick offense again. And they hook up, and Chris Jackson takes the ball down to about the 5-yard line. See what I mean, folks? Don't go away yet. Bearcats still got a little life left in them, and they could be playing in Yakima next week if they put a few possessions together. They missed that onside kick by about just a hair that last time around. Who's to say they didn't have the ball and go down and score, and they're down by, a touchdown or something now. Anyhow, they got a 1st and goal on the, I'm going to say the 5. Incomplete pass. 2nd and goal on the 5. Here we go. Stop. Talk too much tonight. If you or someone you know wants to advertise with us, or heck, if they have an event they want streamed, just have them give me a call. My email is David at Grace Harbor Web TV, or you can contact Clarence at Grace Harbor Web TV. Incomplete pass again. That's not the way you get into the end zone. So now it'll be 3rd and 5. 3rd and goal from the 5. This game is really going to be dictated on what happens right here. The Bearcats get in. We can have a new ball game. At that point, I'd go for 2. Oh! Oh no, they counted him out at the 2-yard line. I want to watch that one again. Oh yeah, he just barely scraped it.
Pass complete.
That was a nice move. You got to hand it to him.
Ruled down at the 2-yard line.
4th and 2.
Let's hear it for the defense.
Quarterback sneak with a little bit of running back in the push from the back end. Let's see if Mr. Gates can give him a shove into the end zone. Nope. 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 It's Gates all the way into the end zone! And a penalty and a spike.
Touchdown. Jeff Gates, number 40. 2-yard touchdown run.
That'll make it easier to pass.
Penalty against the Bearcats after the touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Let's hear it for the defense. They're going for a two-point conversion.
Oh, incomplete. Well, they've narrowed it down to 10 now, folks. 33-23.
Pass falls incomplete. So with 4 minutes and 57 seconds left to play in the game. Bulldogs
Man,
beat the Bearcats 30-23.
that's right. Hold on, folks. Alright, so here's your updated score. This updated score brought to you by Queen Bee Quilts. Turning your t-shirts into beautiful looking quilts. Check them out. And this onside kick will be brought to you by CMA. Onside your kick, onside your way to a tow job by CMA Towing. Now I'm just messing up. That is unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. The onside kick was taken for a touchdown, caught it and ran it down for a touchdown. Something weird happened, folks. But okay, so what you just missed was that the Bearcats scored a touchdown. 23 got within 10 points, 33-23, and then they kicked the onside kick, and the kid grabbed the onside kick and ran it down for a touchdown. So, boy, if that wasn't the darndest luck ever.
In to attempt the extra point. Alex Hansen.
Like I was just saying, that was about the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. So the Bearcats score a touchdown, right? Get within 10 points, and then they missed the two point conversion, which would have brought it down to 8. And so then it was a 10-point lead, and then they do the onside kick, and the Bulldog defender received the ball on the onside kick and ran back for a touchdown. Pretty crazy stuff. And don't ask me why. I must have accidentally hit a button and stopped the recording process, or the broadcasting process, but it's still recorded. And so anyways, yada yada. That's the fun part about broadcasting the 3G thing, is that you just have gives you a hard time anyways. It's tough to battle everything, especially being by myself, with all this semi-complicated equipment. Regardless, now the Bearcats are down by 17 with 4:52 left in the game. They're mounting a heck of a comeback. They scored 2 touchdowns in the last quarter here, half a quarter here. But if it wasn't for that kickoff run back, you know, I mean, I would. They're going to get the ball here, and you know, if they drive down, score a touchdown, then they'll be in the same situation. Hopefully, we can put it in and narrow it down to 9. And what the heck is the ball? We're going to let Jackson run wild with it. He's got a hole. And he is wide open. I don't believe it. One block. One man. He's going to run it down. He's going to turn it on right here. Oh, he brings it down to the 1. Holy cow. And Grace Harbor's life is breathed right back into him again. Man, I can't believe it wasn't for that onside kick, touchdown. Onside kick, kickoff return, touchdown. The Bearcats would be within.
Bearcats keep the ball, 1st and 10.
Are they going to call this back? Oh my gosh, there was a penalty back at the 48.
10-yard penalty with the spot on the foul.
Oh my gosh.
1st and 10.
Ouch.
Bearcats at the Bulldogs.
That hurts. Now all of a sudden they go from being on the 1-yard line and they have to now go 48 yards with 4 minutes and 32 seconds left. That's ridiculous. You know what, I've got to say one thing. I'm going to give the player of the game to these refs for calling way too many penalties today. I think they should just let them play. That's tough, man. That's really tough. Here Chris Jackson runs about 80 yards scampering, and he made about 20 people miss tackles, and he gets all the way down to the 1-yard line, and they call him back on I think it was a holding call, or I don't know. Anyways, Grace Harbor's ball, 48-yard line, 1st and 10, 4:32 left. They're down 40-23. They've had opportunities all day long to do this, but more notably in the 4th quarter here, it's kind of really picked up and become a little bit more exciting than. And a sack. That's not what we wanted to see. And a player down. Well, we're going to have an injury timeout.
David Evans brought down to the backfield by number 2, Sean McGarga.
I love it when these games go in fast pace. It's a funner game to watch, and I don't know, that's the 8-man in me. 8-man football, you can see 5 scores within half a minute. Just makes for more interesting football to me. Now I'm going to flash up the score here and the time. 40-23, 4:19 left in the 4th quarter. And I see we've regained our audience here.
As this officially is the last home game of the season for the Bulldogs, we'd like to thank
You got to hand it to the Bearcats
the coaches for a wonderful
scrapping back and
big round of applause for the staff and coaches. Phil Smith,
not going down without a fight. They seemed to have a little bit of life breathed into them, you know, once a few things went their way. And complete pass. Back at the 40.
Pass complete.
Call it to the
Jeremy
41.
Walker.
That'll bring up a third and
Gain of
2.
7. 3rd and 3.
Third and 3. And a complete. Out of bounds.
Jeremy Walker.
First down.
Knocked out
Why
of
haven't
bounds.
they been doing this all day long? Short passes out, short passes out.
First down, Bearcats. At the Bellingham 31.
They could pick on a corner. Then they should do it.
First and 10.
Gates with the ball. Not really much there.
Jeff Gates.
Gain of, we'll say 1. Brings it to the 30-yard line. No huddle.
2nd and 9 from the 30.
Second and 9. 2:47. And I think it's time to call a timeout. They need to be getting out of bounds.
Jeremy Walker. Loss of 2. 3rd and 11 from the 32. Passing complete.
That was a wobbler. Incomplete pass brings up a 4th and 11.
Intended for number 12, Tambura Hines, covered by Miguel Pierre. 4th down.
Gotta go for it.
Let's hear it from the defense. They're going for it. 4th down from number 11.
This could be it. The Bearcats can't clinch. They got her. Here's Chris. And he's open, and he's in the end zone. No penalties.
Down to number 83, Chris Jackson. 32-yard touchdown reception. Chris Jackson.
Well, let's find out what they're going to do now. 2-point conversion brings it within 9, but that's not going to help them. That will help them. They're going to kick a field goal.
Into attempt the extra point, Jake Garcia.
And that one is good, as usual.
Point is good. With 2 minutes and 3 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter, the Bulldogs beat the Bearcats 40-30. The Bellingham Bulldogs Football Organization would like to give a big thank
faster paced game than we anticipated. Well, at least we've seen the first 3 quarters of the game, but I would hands down give it to the Bearcats for the fourth quarter effort that they've given today. Now, we take this off here and we're going to get another onside kick. And the statistical rule on onside kicks is either you recover one out of, like, I think it's 8.9 times you'll recover one. So this is the third one. And nope. Ball returned over on the Bulldogs 48. Unless the Bearcats can enforce a turnover in the next 2 minutes, then I'm going to have to say this is a pretty much sayonara. But we'll hang on here and we'll check it out.
The Bulldogs will start play from the Bearcats 49.
And a sack. A loss of, I mean, they're not going to give him that much.
Tackle for loss in the backfield, second down. And that's brought down by Jerry Mancuso and Corey McElray.
That's funny. Well, you know what? I can't control the commercials that are Ustream commercials, and if I want to buy that off, folks, I'd have to pay them about $1,000 to buy my way out of the commercials, and that's a year. So you know, we just started up this Grace Harper Web TV thing 2 months ago, and we're eventually we'll make it, but. Not something that is necessarily in the business plan for this moment. I'll apologize that it came during the onside kick, but I can't control that end of things. Pretty funny stuff. And all you guys are like, what the heck? Free play.
Sign brought down by Jerry Mancuso and Joel Brown.
You know, I used to get upset about this until you learn the nature of the equipment. It's when you realize that things are out of your power to control. It's useless to get upset about it. So what we got is Bearcats 30, Bulldogs 40, 53 seconds left in the quarter, and they're going to say that the Bulldogs are at third and 9. I don't think they have enough time. They're debating on something here on the field, and I don't think they have enough time to, I don't think they can run out the clock. just gonna see the third down. And 5. Third and 5, 53 seconds.
5-yard penalty against the defense. Remains third down, 3rd and 6.
And he got it. That is it, folks. We gotta run it down. Well, it's been an interesting night, I'll tell you what. This equipment's not easy to run, and this game has been long. But I sure appreciate you guys coming out to watch this. I think at one time we had 22 people concurrently live, and it looks like we've had 92 people pop on during this broadcast. So what I'm going to say is at least I'm going to say we've got 92 people that were able to watch this broadcast.